Welcome to this series where we are playing Transport Fever 2, and I want to start by pointing out that we've now reached 1951, which means we're about 100 odd years on from where we started. And this is going to represent a transition in our approach for several reasons, which I'll explain in a little while. But first things first, I'd like to say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. Now, I did get a question about delivering mail. Well, unfortunately, we were restricted to 6 resources, which is machines, goods, materials, tools, food, and fuel. Now, the problem we got because we're playing on a medium map, one, the distances are quite short, and two, we don't have a lot in the way of primary industries. So, a good example of this is if I show you the Birkenhead fuel factory. This is our only fuel factory, and you can see it's nearly at maximum production already. But if I give you a list of consumers, I mean, at the moment, it's all its output is being supplied to just London and I. So there's no way we're going to be able to supply fuel to the whole map. And I say this is one of the problems with a medium map, especially when you don't have an excessive amount of industries. That what we can deliver is going to be quite restricted. Going forward now, we're probably going to be putting a lot more emphasis on truck lines rather than developing high volume trains because, well, it just doesn't make sense. That also applies to airports. I think we could probably got an option for one more airport to move people around to improve our communications, but we're not going to use air traffic for mass movement of goods. And as you can see, because the map, even if I zoom right out, the map appears big, but you can see it's already cluttered. So if I'd asked for more industries, when I set this map up, then what we would have got is a lot more clutter, and it would have made the map a lot more difficult. This is the reason why a lot of players play on large maps, because that means you've got more distances, so you can use some of the more advanced train setups. Also, it means you can have more industries. Another thing players often do is they go for the advanced resources mod, which adds mail and other resources, so you've got more range. Now, another option is that we could have gone to each town demanding 6 goods, but if we haven't got the industries to supply it, it's just a bit pointless. So what we're going to have to do is work with what we got. And as I said, what will happen is we're going to probably put a little bit more focus now on the using trucks to optimize what we want to do. That out the way, what I would like to do is get up our 3 remaining towns to tier 4, which is we need Blandford Forum, which is going to be a bit tricky because it's got a primary resource for fuel. And we got Immingham and also Erith. I think we can do something about Immingham and Erith, but I think Immingham's just got a shortage of public transport. Erith, again, I think it's got something a bit similar there. But Blandford Forum, the sticking point is going to be fuel. So what we may have to do is supply some fuel to Blandford Forum just to get it to level up so that it demands its extra resources, and then we can hopefully they will be something like food or something where we can actually focus on pushing the town up another way. So that is what we're going to be doing, and what I wanted to start with is actually with Birkenhead, because Birkenhead has expanded and it requires materials and tools. Now we've already got a leak through, I think, with respect to tools, because I think if we click on Air of Timbers to port, yeah, you can see that it's already shipping tools up here. So the game's already solved half the problem for us, in the sense that we are now getting tools into Birkenhead. What we need to do is get materials. But I do have a little bit of a problem here, I think, which I want to look at first. Yeah, we got a bit of a queue here. What's up with this? We got buses on this route for some reason. Get rid of you. And I think what we'll do is we're clone in. I don't want a mass clone. I think we're going to add 2 more trams to this route. And what I'm hoping is that if that improves the transport here, that might actually give Erith the little shove that it needs. So what we're going to do is try and get materials into Birkenhead here. And of course, we've got a source of materials over here because we've got two materials plants. I'll easily trade one of these material plants for fuel. So what we're going to have to do is, again, we're going to use trucks because the demand for materials in Birkenhead is only 8. So we can't justify a train. And we're going to start, and of course another thing we're going to be doing now is increasingly upgrading our roads, because got that depot there. I think what we'll do is we'll put a road to there. We want a road there. I don't want the trucks coming down there, so we're going to come here, just do a nice long straight road there. Got a bit of a squiggle here which I'd like to straighten out. Do that. I should get rid of this bit. Got a bit of a kink there, but I'll be happy with that. Don't want to come in on this road. I think we want to come in on this road, so we're hook in there. This road, I'm not sure what speed that road is, and I think the industry is on the backside of the town here. So what we're going to do is connect that to there, and then what we're going to have to do is a bit of an upgrade now. So let's start upgrading these. Is 60 clock. Oh, haha. Whoops, bit of a mistake there. Sorry, guys. We're gonna. This is definitely 60 kilometers now, because all the trucks we're going to be using now are going to be 60 kilometers an hour. So we. Not so clear. Okay. Obviously, I was using the wrong road to do the upgrading or building. I'm going to upgrade that because that's our fuel route. Now we're going to have to add electric to this one. Hopefully that won't mess that up. Broken the connection there. That's not good. Okay, we're going to have to put a street road back in. Put you back in there. Certainly didn't want to break that link. Double check this. Yep, that was nearly a mistake. To kind of push this here to there. Yeah, you've got to be very careful when you're actually doing these roads. And then no, don't want tram tracks out here. I think it's because what I did is I was using ordinary roads. Now got that there, and just actually we can just do this little bit here as well. Why is that not connected to that? That's saying it's connected to that, that, and that, but I've broken the connections here. So next thing we're going to need to do is configure another cargo platform here. We're going to need another pickup point for trucks, and then what we need to do is make sure that's connected. Got to be very careful when you go past these roads here. I mean, we got this Blandford machine factory here. The problem is lumber because we've only got the 2 lumber counts. It's going to be a very big limiting factor, I think, when we do things. What we've got to do is fight on. So that's saying that the materials will be over here. Kind of part of me says put you there, or maybe just there. I think that might. We can put you there. Create a new line from there all the way up to here. Now I know these distances seem long, but when you're balancing loads, these distances don't, especially as you get the more modern trucks. I mean, 60 o'clock. And the other thing you need to bear in mind is that trucks are cheaper to run. I think I'm going to put a waypoint in here. And where do we put that? Which line? Road. What I want to do is pull the trucks away from the thing. So it's I can add materials. And what that will do is come into there. Just check where the residential area actually is actually. Because if we're going to grow these towns, yeah, see, I think we're just going to have to live with that. And then what we'll do is we can't put a lot on trucks on here. So come in here. You can see we've got quite a few trucks to choose from now. I think we'll go with the Blitz trucks because they can carry slightly more. We're only going to put 5 trucks on here, and we'll put you on broken hit materials. And what they can do is just freebase, deliver the stuff to there, and hopefully that will stabilize there. While we're here, so look. It says it's delivering 219. What have we got here? Very, very bad. Yeah, we've got Ben's tarpaulin trucks on this route here. Now we got 22 trucks delivering 260. Because one way you can improve the emissions in towns is by actually using less trucks. So we'll go. So it's time, I think, to start with 10, and we're going to upgrade. I think these guys have got lower emissions. Where's the fuel truck? Yeah, I think so. We'll just replace you, let you run. 368. Make sure, and then we'll start. Get rid of that many. $272. Get rid of 2 more. That's 247. Where it's 256 with these trucks. And that should be more than enough. Yeah, a little bit left over. And hopefully these, of course, these trucks also have a loading speed as well. So they should load a lot more efficiently. So we've now got this area here. Now the next thing I want to do is show you an example of what I mean by moving over towards trucks, because what we're going to it's basically an extension of what's happened here. You daisy train truck lines together, so rather than one truck picking up, say, goods in one place and then transporting it right across the map. What you do is you look for sections where you can join things together. In fact, ideally, I'd like to do that to bring fuel to Blanford Forum, but I'm not sure. I mean, let me just have a quick look at this. And we got quite a lot queued up here. We got 257 trying to go to Cleaton Moor. Yeah. We may need to work on our express trains. The one area where we will be using more kind of powerful trains will be expresses and moving passengers around. As I say, the goods trains will kind of fade away slightly because there's a few issues. Because what we're going to have to try and do is get the maximum we can out of the available factories. We've got a goods factory here, but again, it's plastics. I mean, we got an oil refine. See, we've only got one plastics plant, which is down here, which is this is going at virtually maximum. And this is producing 400, which is then being sent up to here, and this is producing 400. So that plastics factory is supplying that there. So there's no point opening up another goods factory because we can't supply it with the plastics. But probably plenty of potential for steel. Anyway, let's just get down to what I want to do, because before I started recording, I was looking at Ongar, and Ongar actually needs tools. It needs 23 tools. So again, because it's only 23 tools, it's going to be a bit difficult to justify. Actually, it's going to be a bit difficult to justify a train, but what we can do is use a truck to create the initial loading. And what I'm going to do is come here and should we go curvy, because there's a little bit of a mound there. And so what I'm going to do is create a kind of a staging type route here. And we're going to come here, so that we got connect to that road there. And then we're going to come down to here. Come across to here, like that. And of course we're going to go a little bit upgrading. So everything's going to have to be 60s. I mean, there might be scope for some 80s later on. I think we'll put that there. So we've now got this road connecting up to this lumber mill. This lumber mill will make sense in a little while. We've got some iron ore there. And what we're going to do now is connect up this road here. Upgrade this road here, and while we're at it, I'm gonna upgrade you there into there. Don't think, oh, there's some trucks here, so we need to upgrade that. Okay. Gonna upgrade this road here, because we're going to need to get more efficiency into there. And while we're at it, upgrade this road here. I want to upgrade this road here, this road here. Now, one thing I have done is I put a bridge in over here, because the trains coming through here were blocking the vehicles here. And just to finish off this bit here, so we've now upgraded all these roads here. Now I want to check something. I didn't think these were in range. What we're going to do now is we're going to put a building in. We only want one platform, and this needs to be, actually, had a thought. I think there's only one line on here now. So what we're going to do is cargo, expand this out like that. We come here, put wood, you to here, move Blandford, Alt, means I can remove you, and I'm gonna expand this a little bit more, because this might become a little bit of a junction or a kind of a distribution yard, because as I say, we may not be doing it extensively with trains, but there's a possibility that we might be doing it with trucks. So let's connect you up. Yeah, you. That connects. Pick the route. So we've now got this route running from here to here, and we've got the trucks there. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to put another truck depot about here on this side. Now what I'm interested in is this terminal, not the log factory here. I'm going to put you there. Not going to worry about the coal mine. I am going to put you out there, and then we're going to drop in a, what we call it here. Where's the tools? Tools are about there, so I think we can put in say you about there, and then we can create a route, pick up a route from here. We're going to come back to here, and then we're going to come here, and this will be longer tools and logs. What logs? And what we'll do is we'll just slip in a depot here. It's simple. I think we can afford it. So we'll just sneak you in there. Now what we're going to need is a general purpose truck. This has got the lowest emissions. Now this one doesn't carry tools, so we're going to have to use these. And we're going to start with about 6. And we're going to allocate you to Ongar tools and logs. Now what should happen is that we're just going to speed the game up now, because we need the game to detect that there's going to be a route through here. Now the idea is that if I start at the beginning of the chain, let's see if the game has detected that Ongar now needs tools. So if we come to here, go to customers, it hasn't picked up just yet. It might take a little while. Just want to check. Those are definitely connected. So we got some aircraft, Lockheed Constitution. Because what should happen is that the game should work out that Ongar needs tools, and also because we're stopping here, this is already picking up So what we're going to get is a two-way route here, bringing the logs back to here, to here. Now the reason I've done that is that this factory still doesn't really want to shift. So we're going to need to do something about this line here. You can see it says 251 where it should be 400. So what we'll do is we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we're going to replace that with I think the Opal Blitz tarpaulin trucks have got more capacity. So if we do that, takes it to 311, and then very bad, very bad, very bad. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll put the Blitz tarpaulin trucks on here, all cargoes. See how far that takes it. Nope, no change. It takes it to 352. And then, okay, we're just going to do them all. Maybe this does need 30 trucks. Although, I think we're just going to sell these actually for the moment. See how far that drops down to. 309. See, the problem is at the moment, these have actually got a faster loading capacity now. So hopefully that will draw on these lines here. But I can't see any point of putting more trucks on here. Okay, until that picks up. Now, what we do need to do now is I want to see whether that's picked up. Yeah, we've now got, it's now picked up that Onega needs tools. I need to look at this line now. What are you delivering? You're 400. You're using 20 trucks. All very bad. I think we're just. I think it's time to upgrade these. So start with 10. Use the Opal Blitz trucks. Place 541. Just get rid of you. And we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just sell some of you. That brings it back to 443. So we can see this is it because you've got better trucks. Oh, 336. So what we'll do is replace you, the Blitz tarpaulin truck, and then load in another one, 121. What that should do is bring this up to speed here. We'll have the goods coming here. And the idea is that the trucks coming down this way will actually, we've got a little bit more cargo. It's on here. The idea is that the trucks on this route, in fact, I think we're double the number of trucks now. Moment it's 48, so load in more. And what will happen is the trucks coming down here will pick up logs. Just come here, in here. He will come in here, and because there's a pile of logs here, he won't wait. For some reason he's got. Now, if we follow this truck, we just follow this truck down this route. What I'll do is I'll come back once we actually approach the actual terminal. So here we are. We're just coming back now. If you watch, you get this truck. This truck's just about to go. He's delivering, and it means that these trucks are filling up quicker because we're getting the occasional delivery of 12 logs into here. So you see, we've got this truck coming in here. We've got this truck here has just started. Now, if you watch this truck unloads, what it does is this one fills up immediately. That means that as we get more trucks on this line, that will push up this route here, and that will, what it means is we'll have 2 log farms running into one, which means eventually things should get a little bit quicker. Now, if I look at the other suppliers, Immingham Forest is improving. This one is, again, this one, we really need to start pushing up demand from, see, this is producing 400, but we need to start consuming more tools. Now, the next thing I want to sort out is this line here is a little bit of a mess. And what we've got is Immingham Wood here. What I want to do is make this line a little bit more efficient. So at the moment we've got Lower Blandford, and I want to assign you to there, Immingham East. So what we get is this line here, and that means that if I come here, got this Blandford lumber line. We're gonna put all these vehicles here into here, and we're going to remove you. So what we're going to get now, so what we'll have is these trucks once they've been upgraded. We got 111 on here at the moment with 30 vehicles. They're all pretty bad because I think these are, I mean, these are the com stats. These have been around from the very beginning. So what I'm going to do is we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we've got nine of these. Okay, we're going to replace these with these. Actually, blitz and trucks again. There's 30 trucks in here. I'm not sure. Oh, wow. Okay. Obviously, we had lots and lots of these little comsats in here. Okay, just going to let the game run. Do another. Do 12 of them. Place you with these. Fix it to 228. Okay, condition. Very bad, very bad, very bad. Okay, maybe we need all these. I wasn't aware of this. I could have just upgraded them all. In fact, I think I will upgrade them all. And then if we can shave it back a bit. 446, so a little bit over the top. So what we'll do is we'll sell 1. Leave that at 430. And what we should get now is these guys should pick up the things. This should start to produce more lumber. We've now bearing in mind that this lumber mill is producing 400. This has the potential for 400, but we are also shunting lumber to here, which is also needs 400. So truthfully, this lumber mill is trying to supply 2 major industries. So what we really need here is another lumber mill. But I can't see how we're going to be able to do that just at the moment. But at the moment, the real problem here is shortage of steel, which is another issue. Let me just go back over and see. Let's just check Aerith. See what's up with Aerith. Why won't Aerith grow? There's that when. Okay, we've got a bit of shortage of tools. I think so we might have a bit of a delivery problem here actually. So break this road in here. Maybe if we can improve the overall quality of so what's the delivery here? Whoops. Remember this is delivering 124. Now this is a combination line, so we really need a delivery capacity of about 200. What trucks have we got on here? Got Ben's tarpaulins. That's probably not. I think what we'll do is we're straight to. Right, we're going to go for the lower pollution trucks here because they're delivering. So we're go for these. That takes this 253. I think we'll stick with 253. I'd rather have an oversupply here. And then the idea will be is that these will get more goods into here. So we've got that there. I keep coming back to Blandford Forum here. And I really feel that we need to give Blandford Forum a shove, but the question is how can I do it? Actually, I've just had a thought. Because we can't get full capacity on this lumber mill, can we? Because we don't have enough logs. Right, guys, I'm going to contradict everything I said about my thingy. I think I could make this work, make Blandford Forum grow, but we may have to operate at a loss here. Because if we build a big airport, it's going to be big. But we'd have to do it. Say we put an airport like that. We'd have to put it something like that so that it doesn't pollute the. Okay. Road. We'll put an airport. Put that there. Right out. If we can put the airport here. Maybe connect you like that. It's going to cost me 14 million. Because of course what this does is it gives me access to the bigger cargo ship aircraft. Not a massive amount, but what I'm thinking is that we can, this might be the only way that we can, is to kick what we call it into life. Now what we are going to need to do is put a big airport in here. I think what we're going to do is get rid of this. Take some space. No problem, we can always put in another station should we need one. And just tidy you up a bit like that. And then we're going to have to put a road up this side. So we can you out like that. And then we'll stretch you across like that. Because I need to get this big airport away from, because it's going to be inconvenient. Okay, we're going to need to have to put it up. You there. I mean, we could add a passenger element to this later on if it works. But this is more about get you there. Make sure, yeah, you're connected. We're gonna new line. You can see this comes in over here. This is a good one. Let's see what it's like up by Blandford Forum. Where's that airport gone? Lost the airport. There it is. Actually, that works quite well, actually, because it's not near any towns whatsoever. Can I call you Blandford Fuel Supply? And what we'll do, so what we got to do now is hopefully extend this road out. I'm going to put a key. That. The only real weakness in what I'm doing is that if we can't get enough fuel out here, Blandford won't grow because we won't be fulfilling its requirements. But just have to give it a go. There's no point worrying too much about covering the whole city because we can't deliver enough fuel anyway. But what is that saying? Blandford bus and train station. Going on here. I've been caught by this before. I'm just going to remove that and put it back in again. No, so I've been caught like this. If you've got tram lines on, the game seems to think that this is a tram station. Still thinks it's a tram station. But that's a cargo terminal. I think that bug's been around for a long time, actually. Nuneaton is actually demands food. It's like Nuneaton's got a problem as well. Okay, well, plan good fuel. Okay, so and that's coming in there. So if we now buy some aircraft, we're going to buy all cargo 10. This is 18. This is going to cost an arm and a leg, but we get about 3 of these. As I say, this is purely to Blandford fuel supply. We need to do buy some trucks, buy some fuel trucks. Yeah, and we're going to assign you to Blandford fuel trucks. What that should do is start to generate a demand here. Now what we can do is we've got this road here which comes from the airport, and we can just pull a little bit of a fast one here. It's I'm gonna You about there. Ah, that's the wrong. I'm connecting to. Let's get rid of you. I want you. I got lured in by the railway lines. But what we can do is come here and work. Take you to there. There. Get rid of you. Right, we got fuel into there. To try and make a little bit of cash, were you there? And okay, there's no connection to here, so we're gonna have to try and find a way to connect this road. Okay, what we can do is go in here. We put a cargo building there. Sometimes cargo buildings will connect up. We can do this. You there. You off there. You there. Break that road connection there. The building. Right, so we've now got this connected to here. But I'm getting a little bit too casual here. You can go from there to there. For you, air log delivery. It's unique almost. Wow. Obviously opened up a road through here for trucks. And where is the depot? I think this is a tram depot. I need an ordinary depot. It's an ordinary depot. Tram depot. All the ordinary depots. Got one here. And what we're going to do is buy logging trucks. We'll buy about 6 of them. And then we'll assign you to air log delivery. Now the idea is that what will happen is that the aircraft here will pick up the demand for logs, fly them to here. We'll bring the logs here, which will then put more onto here. And then if it works, we can add extra capacity to these trains to get them to travel a little bit further and faster. Anyway, so we've now got this kind of running. Where's the airport? Let's have a look at the pollution. Horrible, but it's not. It's going into Birkenhead, but it's not. You can see the path, flight path here. See, coming out this way. It's going to affect Birkenhead. Yeah, very poor. What we're pushing now to is capacity there. And where's Blandford? Is Blandford getting fuel? Blandford's getting a little bit of fuel, but you can, so it might just, we might just get the edge to actually get this thing, but imagine how much money we're probably losing on this route. Yeah, we lost. Oh no, we're turning a profit now. We're getting logs here, so we might actually be able to make this into a profitable route. So maybe what I said in the intro was not strictly correct. But you can see here, see, look, we've lost money again. Elevate Blandford Forum so that we get the extra materials here. What we can do then is supply the extra materials, and then what that will do is then lift. And what we can do then is maybe not supply the fuel anymore. Okay, looks like, wow, looks like we've actually got our first diesel train. Let me just take a look at that. Where's the... Now that could be interesting if we get our first diesel train. No, that's the multi thing. Yep, we've got our first diesel train at last, 1954. Very surprising that the diesel... I've always thought diesel trains would have been more prominent in the past. Aircraft 1 is in very bad condition. Yes, well, tough luck. I think we're going to need to try and up our... So what is actually bringing up? Machines going north, isn't it? Let's see. We have any like backlog of stuff? We've got picking up tools here. What this is? Okay, I've just had a thought. Because let me just see. This line doesn't have anything to do with fuel, but the trouble is it carries multiple cargoes, which means that if I was to... This is the problem, that if I look at managed vehicles and we say we're going to upgrade one ship, it'd have to be small. See, these don't have multiple cargoes, so we'd have to put on another Schaffen. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think we're gonna add and gonna clone in another Schaffen. In fact, clone in 2 more. Hopefully that will move a lot more goods up and down this route, because it's got, I mean, it's a lot of route here. The alternative is that we actually rationalize the routes, so we have one that's doing machines, another one that's doing goods, but the problem is whether we could get a backflow, sufficient backflow to justify it. I think it's something that we're going to need to look at, but at the moment I'm quite happy with my paddle steamers, because at the end of the day it's all more about just a steady flow of stuff going backwards and forwards. Wow. Okay, so let's just have a look at Gainsborough's. Okay, maybe we need a little bit more oomph on these guys. What we got here? Respect is very bad here. Got Ben's tarpaulin trucks. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade these to these. That's only 109. I think we're going to... Actually, no. I don't think we're going to need to upgrade these roads first. I was just going to... There's no point having the faster vehicles. What's your route, actually? Okay, coming into there. This one could probably do with a upgrade. 60 there, maybe there. Okay, so how fast are you delivering now? 152. You could probably do. Oh, we got an oil well. Give me a tier 2, please, game. Give me one more. Oops, I've just upgraded the wrong one. It's 149. 191. I think we're add one more. Actually, let's check the. I'm aware that I'm running out of time, so we're going here. This is 100%, and we're supplying 100% to everybody else. So we've got probably going to have a food issue as well. What route is these guys running on? Yeah, you're running up round there. We're probably going to need to improve this route, but I've run out of time on this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.